We've got Mutadon on wing. Minimal casualties so far, but not zero.
Okay, we need a much better aviary, but none of us have the authority to approve the risky experimental one. I can try to get the new director on board with it, while you two handle things here.
Okay, new recruit, just you and me now. That was Dale, I'm Callie, and you are having one heck of an induction. The workforce on the island stands no chance against a hunter like the Mutadon. We need to tranquilize it ASAP, or our recruitment team will be working overtime.
The experimental aviary has been approved, but the new director is on the way. Can't imagine she'll be happy. I mean, a breakout in her first week?
Yeah, well, welcome to Rebirth. Okay, it's down. Great work there. Deep breaths, everyone, and let's fix this. I have a working theory that the Mutadon keeps escaping because it knows it's penned in. It's a very intelligent animal. An open-air aviary should give it the illusion of open skies, though.
We just need to demolish the old aviary to make room for the new one. Now we can build the open-air aviary where the old aviary used to be.
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond.
We should make sure the workers have access to the hatchery. The open-air aviary uses a clever electromagnetic barrier which should keep the Mutadon contained. The barrier needs power to work, though. So I'll talk you through the island's geothermal power system. As you can see, the geothermal supply pipe distributes power through a series of underground pipes. Those pipes branch off in two directions at junctions called geothermal splitters. Pipe networks should always end with a geothermal generator. It's the generators that deliver power to nearby buildings and life-saving experimental aviaries. We can build a new power network to expand the facility later, but we need that aviary powered yesterday, so let's use the existing pipes for now. First, let's build a geothermal generator near the open-air aviary. Great. Okay, now we connect the generator to the underground power network via a splitter junction. Splitters only have two outputs, so find one with an unused output to pipe the generator into. You, my friend, just made your first geothermal power connection. And the open-air aviary is fully powered, so we can transport the tranquilized Mutadon into it.
Picking up asset.
O'Connor, what is that?
That, Miss Halford, is a Mutadon, an Saint-Hubert original.
They didn't tell you what we work on when you became Director of Operations?
I knew it was a research and development site, but Mullins, I didn't even know this island existed until I was offered the position. These animals can't be for show at the park, right?
They're not show ready. No, ma'am. Not all research is a success in that sense, but there's a lot to learn from them.
Yes, I'm sure. I think I need a word with my superiors. Please, keep up your work, and I'll be back in touch soon.
Nothing is getting through that barrier, so we can finally relax a bit. Great work. The Mutadon may be hurt after its little adventure, though. Assign a ranger team to the open-air aviary, and they'll tell us what we need to do to make it comfortable. An aviary viewing gallery will also let workers observe it, so it's worth building one now too.
While you're at it, new recruit, we should probably get into the paleobotanical weeds of why you were recruited here.
Yes. Well, there's a world-famous dinosaur theme park out there. You might have heard of it. We do the experimental work to keep that park in supply of incredible animals. The park are getting more demanding, though, and experimental work can be unwieldy. You're here to help us expand, make breakthroughs, and keep chaos at bay. Ideally.
The hours are long, and the non-disclosure agreement is airtight, but it's still probably the best job in the world. Welcome aboard. The danger is over, and there are plenty of eyes on the Mutadon. We've got some breathing space. So, let's see what's next on the agenda. Until now, this area has operated mostly underground. Not for the faint of heart down there. Trust me. It's time to expand, and we've been given assignments for setting the place up as a research site. They're marked as priority assignments, meaning someone in charge wants us to deal with them ASAP.
There's just one assignment at the top of the list right now, so feel free to accept it whenever you're ready.
Oh, and don't worry if we're spending more than we're making for a bit. We need to lay a foundation first. Profits can come later. I said we'd get the chance to build a new geothermal power network, and here we are. Exciting, right? So, there's another geothermal supply pipe on this site with more power that we can access. So let's take a look at that first. Every site on the island has multiple geothermal supply pipes, each one providing a fresh reserve of power that we can tap into. By running that power through underground pipes and into geothermal generators, we can deliver that power wherever we need it. We can start our new network by building a geothermal generator nearby. Now we can connect that generator to the geothermal supply using underground pipes. As soon as it's hooked up, the generator will start powering nearby buildings. Great. Okay, so now we want to set up another generator in the area. For both generators to be piped up to the same supply, we'll need to place a geothermal splitter on the pipeline you just built. Go ahead and build a splitter now. Excellent. Now we can build another generator. Pipe that generator into the unused splitter output and watch the magic happen. And voila! 2 geothermal generators running from the same supply. Worth noting, splitters can only have one input pipe which splits into 2 output pipes. It's handy for branching out your network, but there is a gotcha. Whenever we split a pipe into 2, we also split the input power in half between each output. Use too many splitters, and you might not have the power you need coming out of a generator. So try not to overuse them. And that's pretty much it. You're basically a geothermal engineer now. Don't say you're one to an actual geothermal specialist, though, or you might find a pipe running through your accommodation in the morning.
Work is pretty self-directed here. Whenever you complete an assignment, feel free to pick the next one from your assignments list.
A critical part of any research site is having a crack team of scientists to handle various tasks. That's right. We need to go on a hiring spree. Of course, I tend to prefer machinery to people, and I'm pretty sure Callie prefers dinosaurs. That leaves you to make the judgment call on who to bring on board. Those new hires will do nicely. Great picks. Oh, and just so you know, it's sort of an unwritten policy here to never refer to a new hire as fresh meat. Let's not tempt fate, right? Still some priority assignments to go. Of course, we only have priority ones on us right now, but I guess managers just love labeling some things as more important than others. Like themselves. That was a joke. I didn't mean that.
The main facility is where InGen first set up shop on Ile Saint-Hubert, and now you get to expand it out. We'll need some crucial infrastructure to support that. You never know when illness or injury might strike. So let's start with a paleo-medical facility.
The park spent a small to moderate fortune on creating the Mutadon, so we especially want them to stay in good health.
Assign an MVU team to the aviary hatchery to keep an eye on them. Good work. Okay, now, we need dinosaur genomes to create dinosaurs. And the park will sometimes send us genomes when we wrap up assignments. But there's only so much they can send to a facility that doesn't technically exist. Build an expedition center, and we'll be able to gather genome from some lesser-used dig sites. You know, to avoid drawing attention to the whole secret island thing.
Recently, we managed to get funding for dedicated maintenance teams on the island. They can't fix years of neglected infrastructure, but they can keep things actually working, and I consider that a win. Details. My point being, let's build a maintenance facility to keep this newly established site running smoothly. And naturally, let's make sure they're covering all this new infrastructure by assigning them to maintenance posts.
Out on patrol. Confirming task. Confirmed. No problem.
Look at that. We've got all the parts to make this place a hotbed for research. Nicely done, new recruit. This area is really coming together. Nice job. Oh, and it looks like there's just one more priority assignment to deal with. But I'm sure plenty more assignments are coming when we finish that one. Right. We need to take care of the workers on the island. It should be your favorite kind of assignment because, well, if you hadn't noticed, you and I are two of those workers. Now, workers need somewhere to sleep, obviously, and you can keep them happy by building restrooms and shelters. Of course, those two can also include the same activities if the reason you're in the shelter is scary enough.
Don't be gross, Mullins.
Hey, people get scared. Wow, that all looks great. And if you've managed to save some of the fancier accommodations for yourself, I'm not going to judge, but I will need you to cut me in on it. No? Well, how about a luxury bunker? A decadent restroom? Wishful thinking.
Hey, I just wanted to say, you're really impressing me. And I definitely can't call you new recruit anymore. So, along with your new status of coworker, you've been assigned a handful of assignments. These ones aren't priority, but they're still important. Standard assignments are the bulk of our work, and they're how we prove we can be trusted to deal with the priority stuff. So, dear colleague, time for you to choose what we're working on next.
Okay, the island's quarantine site has been hit with a technical issue, and we've been drafted in to help. A group of dinosaurs are inbound, so we should probably expect a full smorgasbord of ailments.
Transportation underway.
There we go. The animals are being flown in now. I feel for them. I hate traveling when I'm sick.
Understood. Previously referenced. Asset transported.
Those poor things. We need to help them, whatever it takes. Let's see what we're dealing with first. Send an MVU team to perform a medical scan. Small herbivores are more prone to infectious diseases because they tend to have bigger herd sizes. Let's just count ourselves lucky none of these ailments are overly contagious.
Control relinquished.
Right. I'm not seeing any more ailments, so I think we've managed it.
Let's just keep an eye on things for a bit. Make sure we don't have flare-ups or anything. Ooh, that could have been a lot worse. The team from our quarantine site appreciates you. And I'm sure those small herbivores do too. Keeping the animals happy while we study them isn't always easy. Sauropods, especially cohabitating ones, need a lot of space to thrive. And thriving is always the aim. New arrivals are inbound now, so let's start with meeting their needs, then tackle visibility later.
personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond.
Transit has commenced.
Before we reinvent the viewing gallery, let's try and improve visibility with the tools we have. It might reveal where we can improve things.
Asset requiring collection. Asset collection request received. Heading to pick up the asset. Assets in the air. Commencing asset transit. Transit has commenced. Asset transportation complete. Asset delivered. Asset has been delivered.
Okay, I have an idea, but it's percolating. So gather some data while my breakthrough brews. Good work. And good photo, too. One for the staff room wall. Oh, and I do have an idea to help us study animals in huge enclosures. All the best ideas are inspired by nature, and this one comes from our long-necked assets themselves. We can research that whenever, but for now, let's wrap this assignment up. Alrighty. Most of our funding comes from assignments, but we'll only be losing money if we don't maintain a site's economic engine too. Workers are key to that. To bring more workers to the site, we need animals with high enough research appeal to justify those workers spending their time here.
More workers also gets us more funding, and money is always handy to, pay for things we need.
So, more interesting animals equals more workers, which also equals more cash. Everybody wins. Couple of funding pointers that I didn't mention before. Your finances are shared between all of the locations you oversee. That means one unprofitable research site hits the whole budget, so it's worth keeping an eye on things. Productivity also factors into making money, so watch out for your fellow workers too. Happy workers make for a happy budget.
You've all been busy while I was away. Very impressive.
Well, we aim to please, ma'am. You said you were talking to the park?
Yes, well, I've worked with the lead geneticist there before, and they've always been ambitious. A vision for the future is a wonderful thing, but not when it makes you blind to what's in front of you. But for now, I'd like to recognize your hard work by giving you all more responsibility. There are a couple of other locations that I'd like you to set up as fully fledged research sites. The island's luscious ancient valley, under your management, will be a space to research natural behaviors. It's currently home to the remarkable Titanosaurus, and I'd like you to try and naturally breed them. The Riverside Laboratory, on the other hand, will specialize in semi-aquatic animals. A rather intimidating-looking T-Rex is enclosed there now, and your first task will be to study how it hunts. It's a lot of responsibility, I know, but you've more than earned my trust. Now, your funding does have to cover all 3 of these sites. And one site's profit or loss will affect your finances everywhere else, so keep an eye on that budget. Oh, and each site is already connected to the island's geothermal pipe network. I'm sure we'll get a chance to upgrade it at some point, but it should provide more than enough power for now. The island and its resources are at your disposal, but what you work on next is, well, entirely up to you.
Welcome to the one section of the island guaranteed to have minimal human influence. The Ancient Valley. It's beautiful, green, my personal happy place, and the perfect environment to study natural dinosaur behaviors. What more could you want in a research site?
Once upon a time, InGen went to great lengths to avoid dinosaur breeding. The company's new leadership is a touch more open to the idea, and we get to take the first steps. The task is simple in theory. Create a juvenile Titanosaurus through natural breeding. Best of luck staying focused, what with the wonders of life playing out in front of you.
Glad they're asking for the Titanosaurus here. Beyond them being incredible animals, we can gather its genome ourselves to help create males. After building an expedition center, at least. If we get any downtime while our dig teams do their thing, we could pick up a contract or two. Extra funding can't hurt while we're bringing prehistoric giants back to life, right? It's a small island, which helps us share expedition resources between areas. For every site you have an expedition center in, we'll be able to send out more simultaneous dig teams. If you want more fossil storage too, make sure you've got a science center in each of your sites.
Using the area on patrol.
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond.
Let's scan that asset. asset.
Okay, that's all the genome we need. There's a hatchery already built in the main valley area, so I'd recommend using that one for synthesis.
Acknowledging asset collection request. Asset being transported. Asset has been delivered. Patrol. Request acknowledged. It's on the to-do list. Acknowledged. Let's see how it's doing.
Commencing.
Picking up asset. transportation underway.
Reassigning controls.
Asset transported.
Get on it. Sure thing. Not a problem.
Okay, I think there's a breeding pair in there, so good work. Now we can use the nest our ecology team designed. They live and breathe dinosaur behavior, so it should do the job.
What do you know? They laid eggs. Either our nest design team were spot on, or these dinosaurs really aren't picky.
Either way, all we can do now is wait and hope that juvenile dinosaurs like the nest too.
Wait and hope. My favorite part of the scientific process. You know, could be a good time to do a contract or two, earn a bit more funding. Or, and I really mean this, I'm happy to just sit and stare at that nest. Well, isn't that the most heartwarming little bundle of genetic information you ever saw?
Weirdly put, but you're not wrong. That little face would melt the stoniest of hearts.
And loosen the tightest of wallets. Time to analyze that animal. Our drones are outfitted with scanners custom built for research, so that's what we'll use. Just head to a hatchery, take control of a drone, and then scan the dinosaur from multiple angles to get all the data we need. Analyzing animals will also bag us some extra funding and let us optimize how to genetically modify the species. As if you needed more motivation to get that sweet, sweet data, right? Nice drone piloting there. We should have all the data we need, so that's this assignment complete.
Wow, what progress! You're impressing the right people, I can tell you that. Don't worry, I haven't spent all this time with my feet up. There's a lot of island to oversee, and how shall I put this? Various projects I still don't have access to. Even as a director here, I'm being told things are on a need-to-know basis. But don't let me bother you with all that. When you're ready, there's an assignment on the other research site that I'd appreciate your help with.
pretty great view, isn't it? The labs around here are all about synthesizing prehistoric life. Usually prehistoric life with a nasty bite who will happily chase you on land or water. I mean, not that that specific situation has happened. Usually the chasing is just on land. I'm sure you'll be fine.
I warn you, I'm not overly pleased to be giving out this assignment. But I do understand the reasoning behind the research. It concerns that astounding example of a T-Rex.
Impressive, right? Its metabolism has been tweaked to make it more physically intimidating. I like to think of it as a different flavor of Tyrant King.
Well said. Now, we need to understand how that physical change affects its hunting behaviors. And goats won't really give us the data we need. So?
Yeah, so we give the T-Rex another dinosaur to hunt. Seems simple to me.
How, morally pragmatic of you. Well, it sounds like you have a plan. So I'll be off for now then.
Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond. Commencing synthesis. Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across. Available personnel, please.
The technology in this place is just getting worse.
A lot of it is super old legacy in-gen tech. What do you expect? We're pushing science forward at a breakneck pace, so not much time to fix what was built before.
Great. What could go wrong neglecting core infrastructure?
Okay, the hunt begins. Let's make sure we collect some data. Remember, recording your results is what makes this science, not just sending animals to their doom.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, buddy. Of the asset. Taking back control.
Collecting asset.
Engine
Engine malfunction. Repeat, engine malfunction. Asset in range. Detecting a new asset. Transit has commenced.
Acknowledging scan request.
Asset identified. Heads up. Where they're due to turn. Taking back the wheel. Asset in range. Asset identified.
The T-Rex hunting is really something. The impact tremors, the speed. But, spectacle aside, we've got the data we needed. We can close this assignment off and, tidy up any mess in that enclosure.
Oh, that was the last priority assignment for now. No doubt the higher-ups are happy with you, so good job. Until they give us another priority, we should tackle other assignments on the old to-do list. You might not know this, but Ile Saint-Hubert is actually trialing the maintenance team as a part of core infrastructure. It's gone well, and the maintenance staff are great, but we haven't done a real stress test of the ATVs yet. So, and I say this with absolute conviction, do your worst.
Taken over. Weather's gone back to normal.
I asked you to stress test the ATV, and you definitely tested it. Hopefully not too hard, because turns out I'll have to explain any damage to the higher-ups. But that's a me problem. Good job on this one.
Animals get a security rating based on their power and how much of a risk to life they pose. Basically, how hard they are to contain.
We can use those ratings to improve our containment designs, but the higher-ups say we have to do that by pitting actual animals against our fences. I did tell them there are other ways to test a fence, but maybe that kind of thinking is why I'm not cut out for management? Oh well.
Let's start by bringing in a couple of dinosaurs. We'll get to the fence testing next.
Procedure. Incubation personnel, please stand by. Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond. Attention personnel. We have detected power. Personnel, please respond.
Asset transfer. Detection in progress.